So let's just work through some examples. So this one says construct a truth table for P conjunction negation P. Now I'm saying it using the proper math lingo, but what I try to encourage my students to do is know what the conjunction and disjunction is, but say it how you know how to say it. I would say this, if I'm saying it out loud, as P and not P. That's how I would say it. P and not P, because that helps me know what I'm doing. But this is the conjunction here, okay? Conjunction represents the word and. And then what I was encouraging the individual I was talking to is that think of something that you can always use as your foundation. For example, what I used with this student was, I was like, okay, can I be single and married? Well, no. So that would be false, right? You can't be single and married. But can I be single or married? Yes. You just have to ask me to figure out which one. So that could be a true statement. Yes, I'm single or I'm married. But you can't be single and married. Okay? Technically, you cannot be single and married. So try to find something that you can relate to in real life that helps you remember. And means that they both must be true for the whole thing to be true. And or means that one or the other can be true for the whole thing to be true. Okay. And then if two things are false, of course, the whole thing is false. That's one other thing to remember. So when you're constructing a truth table, remember I said that the number of letters, this one has one letter. If I take 2 to the first power, that's 2. So I'm going to have 2 rows. So that's why I have a row for true and a row for false. Okay. And they want me to figure out P and not P. So what I tend to do is I tend to write out all the pieces that I need. And then once I have all the pieces that I need, then I do the final column, if you will. So if P is true, then not P is going to be false. And if P is false, then not P is going to be true. So far, so good. The opposite, right? And then now I'm going to do the and. I'm going to look at this column and this column. So on this first row, I'm going to say true and false. If it's true and false, the entire statement is going to be what? Good, false. Because you can't be true and false. You have to be one or the other, right? And then same thing, false and true, false and true, false and true. That's going to be false. So the final answer for this, what do you call it? Truth table for this particular one is going to be false and false. I hope that makes sense. Okay? Easy peasy, easy peasy.